Are we live? Are we live? We're live. Hey, this is our first live show. We're excited that you've joined us. Yeah, Adam, take your microphone so that everyone can hear you.
Really neat mic.
Adam, tell us about the significance of this year.
Well, the significance of this year is new beginnings, if you ask me. We've had a really great run over the last several years, but we now have a new band director. We're really proud of the past, but we're excited for the future.
Tell us about Peach Team.
Well, Peach State, this year's significance with Peach State is it is the Peach State's 50th anniversary. And what's so exciting for us is we have been at all 50 Peach States when we are there this year. We're the only band to have done that. Not even the host band has been able to do that because they haven't been around that long.
That is amazing. Yes, and as you probably have gotten maybe a text message or an email from one of your band members advertising the pledge-a-thon, and that we are currently in the last day for our pledge-a-thon, and we have done a considerable amount of fundraising. I think we've broken our record years past, and so I'm very excited and thankful to you for that. Yes, so it's our 50th year at Peach State. It's our 50th year performing there. It's their 50th anniversary, and we're really excited. If I can get Mr. Goody, over here, because this is all live, and we're
Unscripted.
So, yeah. So, Mr. Goody, you are the band director for the Gordon Lane Marching Band, and what's it been like?
It's been a lot of fun. Working hard, kind of thrown into the fire, new job, new place. Everything's new, but it's going really well. Kids are great, parents are great. Looking forward to doing some great things in the future.
And tell us a little bit about your music history. Like, what brought you into music?
So my band director, my senior year of high school, kind of said, "We need you to be the drum major," and kind of fell into place. And I auditioned for college and made the music into the music department at Southern, and was a section leader of the marching band with a drum major. Worked my way up to a staff member, got my master's degree, and now I taught for 4 years in Macon before here, and now I'm doing this.
Wow. So your band director kind of helped point you in a direction for music. But before that, you had an appreciation and enjoyment for music.
Yeah, I was joining 6th grade. I played the clarinet, and I thought it was just a good old time I could spend with my friends and go on fun trips. But then kind of changed as it happened.
All right. This might be controversial, maybe even for yourself. What's your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument?
Maybe they can't listen on this, but yeah.
Definitely, I guess the saxophone, because that's the one I play. But I mean, other than the saxophone, probably the French horn. I think it's
French horn.
I think I have a good. It sounds really pretty when it's played really well.
There you go.
And Jurassic Park, you know.
Exactly. Did your high school or college ever play that theme?
We did. We did a movie show when I was at Georgia Southern, one of the years I was there.
Yeah.
And we played just a snippet of that.
Yeah, it's epic.
Yeah.
It's very epic.
We had a dinosaur and everything.
Is that in our future?
No.
Okay. Adam, do you have a question?
Nope. Okay.
What's the name of our show, and where did you get the idea for that?
The show is Brushstrokes, and I kind of, when I write the show every year, I kind of start in many different places, and I never just start with one. As I develop one, more ideas come on, and this show originally started as like a Willy Wonka, Alice in Wonderland type thing, and now it's a big old paint show based off of like Bob Ross. So
Yeah.
It's developed into a whole different thing than I thought it would.
Yeah. And are you enjoying the development of the show and like how it's been growing? And,
I am. We just finished the whole thing today. We'll get our first full run tomorrow.
That's exciting.
And we'll play the whole thing with props and everything at Bremen on Friday.
All right. And all right. What's our time? 6:14. All right. Let me ask you just a few more questions, if you don't mind.
I think I got a few minutes.
So, you wrote the show.
I did.
Okay. What's it like to write a show? I mean, like, what was the first show you wrote? And like, there's a lot of these guys. Like, what does that take?
Yeah, it takes a lot. So, it starts with a blank canvas and blank page, and I get. It takes a lot of listening to just different kinds of music and kind of putting things together. If I pull out my Spotify and look, I mean, there's a playlist for every type of thing that I could ever think of trying to do. And I just take whatever I think is the easiest to do, and that's where I start and branch out from there.
Now that's an interesting thought. Is there a certain area of music that you prefer to pull from? Like older music, movie music.
It really just depends on the show. Like before I got here and I started writing the show, I wrote a space show, and I had
It's called Sing 2.
I had music from Frozen 2. I had Into the Unknown with the Star Trek, but there was some Kanye West in there, and it was just a vast variety of different things.
You need to send that to me.
It's not that great. I didn't finish it. So it just really depends on the idea. I got the ideas from a piece called Blue Shades, which is a concert band piece. That's really fun and interesting. But the blue part is the painting, and it kind of morphed from that into it also tying really well to Pure Imagination with one of the motifs in there.
Fascinating. Now the drill. Like, tell me about the drill. Like, putting a bunch of dots on a screen and then having them move in different directions and patterns. I know for a parent, a lot of years I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. But the longer I've been in it, I'm like, oh wow, look at that. So tell me, like, what does it take to drill?
So it takes a lot of patience, because a lot of times I write something and I'm like, I can't get to where I need to go, and I just delete the whole thing. So what I try to do is take big points that I know that are going to be big, impactful things, and I know, so trumpets are back here, like I kind of just map it out, and I use everything in between to get them to that spot. And it's kind of just connect the dots the whole time.
That's a lot of hard work. We appreciate it. We definitely do. How much time do we have? 6:17. 6:17. Okay. What's our next go time? This is all live, folks. Okay. When do you think you guys are ready?
To play?
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, can we be ready to play like now?
2 minutes? 2 minutes? 2 minutes?
You got 5.
5 minutes. All right.
10 we play.
No.
Hey, we'll play 10. We can play 10. We can get fat sounds.
Well, like I said, this is a live show, and we're working this all out as we go. My last question for you is, what is your vision? I'm going to ask this in multiple parts, actually.
Okay.
So it's one, but many questions. What is your vision for the classroom? Over as we go from year to year, just what is your vision for the classroom? How do you see that?
Well, I mean, hopefully we get more kids in the middle school that are staying in band and really enjoying band. That way, then they go to, by the 12th grade year, we have 15 to 20 in each class. That'll make it like 120, 30 kids in the band. And so, I mean, just growing the band and just having people enjoy music would be the ultimate goal.
And what's your vision for concert band? Is there something specific that you're looking forward to doing? Either the same or maybe something different?
One of my goals as a professional, just playing at the state conference or just a national conference. So I mean, we got a lot of work to do just to get there. But they continue playing like how they are, and we get more kids. We can play different kinds of repertoire and apply to the state conference and show off in front of other band directors and other kids who are also playing at the conference, which would be going to be a good experience for some of the kids to get to, especially if they want to do music.
And obviously, my last question is, what's your vision for marching band?
Goal for marching band is to always win Peach State.
Always win Peach State. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're not winning, we're better be getting darn close, getting second place.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Goody.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, there you go. All right.
I love you, Goody.
Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. Please make a pledge online. Right now, our total is 7,872. What?
900.
Oh, wow. Thank you, folks. I haven't refreshed my page. And I just got a correction there. We're at 7,982. Let's see if we can get that to 8,000 for the kids. Obviously, this is going to be to benefit them. So please consider that. We're getting set up ready right now for the next performance here. So if we can cut away from my face, that would make a lot of people happy. Is it done? And we're back. Gordon Lee Marching Band, the Pledge-a-thon, a 99 pledges. Pledge the night away. All right. I have with us some of our seniors, and I'm very thankful for all of their work over the years. Let me just talk about the 99 pledges real quick. Once again, right now, all the other kids are calling and texting friends and eating snacks, asking for pledges. And so what we want to do is, again, just have this opportunity to have this performance, ask our band members different questions to give you an opportunity to see our band having fun and just being themselves, but also as a thank you for all of the donations that you have made to these guys. So great big thank you, and thank you for watching. So we're going to introduce some of our seniors here. If we could pass your mic around. And yeah, it's on. It's on. Don't worry. Oh, ouch. I hurt my ears. Careful.
Oh, sorry.
So introduce yourself.
My legal name is Lucas G. Rosano, but I'm known as in the band as Blastington. I've been in band for like 6 years now, and it's been pretty sick. That one's loud.
I'm Caroline. I play the clarinet. I'm a senior, and I've been here since my freshman year. And yeah.
I'm Addie Pierce. I've been here since the 6th grade. I've been playing trombone that entire time. Hi, Mom and Dad, I know you're watching. And it's been a really great experience because all my friends are here.
Awesome.
My name is Sammy Patrick. I've been a part of the marching band for 5 years, a concert band since 6th grade. It's been a great 5 years. And yeah.
I'm Quincy Parrish. This is my 6th year in marching band. So far, it's been a great year to be a senior, and I'm looking forward to the rest of that year.
So, just got a few questions for you guys, and any one of you can just type in and answer this question. But what does it mean to you to be a part of the marching band?
I would say, I guess it means working together to make a bigger picture. So you're kind of just looking at the fine details.
Let's make sure we're speaking real loud so that folks on the online can hear you.
I guess it's just about working together to make a bigger picture. So everyone, it's just pretty much all about thinking and just I guess, making a big picture, which is what you're doing.
For me, it's like a home away from home because you have your band family, and I mean, when I'm not home, like my band family is my home. So it's having another family, and it means so much, so much.
Awesome.
Anyone else want to answer?
I guess like contributing and like making music all together, because like with one voice, yeah, it's important, but all together, I mean, the whole field can hear us, and I think that's like a really cool experience.
I think being a marching band it's a great thing because first of all, you get to make a lot of new friends and also be with a lot of your current friends. And it's a great bonding experience and socializing. But it's also amazing to see just what so many people can come together to make this beautiful show that people look forward to seeing every Friday night at a competition.
Well, I joined band because all my friends were joining band, and then I met like all of my friends in band. So like, it's been great. It's been like probably like one of the best aspects of my life, and I'm continuing to do it through college. And like, I mean, I'm in it for the music, but I'm really in it for the people because whenever you have everybody that you love and doing one thing, it just makes it so much easier to like struggle together because nobody likes practice. But then like the end product, the end result is like always so worth it. Also, I do need donations. Lucas Rosano is my name. You know, add like a dollar or two.
Just
you know?
$1, $2. Lucas
Easy.
Rosano.
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So could you say that that band is friend central?
Oh yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Would you say it's friendly?
I'd say it's a friendly environment.
Friendly environment.
Very
Yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
We make new friends too.
And make new friends.
I mean, I feel like most of us kind of get the same personality after you've been in band for a long time. You kind of become like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like Bluetooth. Everyone just eventually just kind of connects to each other.
All right. That's awesome. Did you have a question?
Well, Lucas, you said you wanted to do band in college. Does anybody else have any plans of doing band in college?
Yes. I plan right now to go to Jacksonville State and be in their marching band.
All
Go
right.
right now.
I plan on being in the UTC band.
That's me.
I plan on being in the UTC band when I get into college. So that's a new, like, fun experience to like move forward in my like music playing career. So,
Are you going to the UTC band day this
I am.
Saturday?
I am too.
All right.
By the way.
Yeah. And he still needs donations.
By the way,
Lucas Jean
Lucas
Rosano,
Jean, legal name.
the Blastington.
All right. So we've talked about the music in your future for college, but how do you see music playing in your life beyond college?
Working together as a team is like something that is learned pretty soon, like early on in marching band. So going out into the real world and going into a career, learning how to work with other people you might not work with like originally, that's a really good like life skill to learn, especially so young.
Like, I don't really see myself doing anything after college of music, but I think it's just more of the skills I learned. Because, like, with band, like, and it's kind of like just how, like, life is, you have to work with people that you don't really like, per se. Like, I'm being for real, right? But, like, you have to be able to look past your differences, because if you don't look past your differences, then you don't get all the ones that you want at Peach Day, right? Still need donations, by the way. Like I was saying, though, it's just more of the aspects, like the teamwork, and just honestly just in it to have a good time. You know what I mean?
Right. I love that. It's, you're learning to work together, see past your differences, and just basically come together as a team. So it's great. Do you have something you wanted to add? Yeah.
Band is awesome.
Band is awesome.
Band is indeed awesome.
Band is awesome.
Band is
It's
awesome.
like how Lucas touched
All right.
on about the whole having to work with people. Band gives you the example of like Lucas said, working together, or like just getting that, trying to figure out how I'm trying to word this, getting that example for like in the future, like working with different people and coming together, pretty much just what Lucas said. I agree.
Being a part of something bigger than yourself.
Exactly. Because in band,
Absolutely.
there's no individuality. It's one band.
The hive mind.
All right. That's right. So all right. Now I've got to. You talked about all this unity, but now I'm thinking like, okay, wait a minute. but isn't there a little bit of competition between sections? Isn't there a little bit of like my section's a little bit better than your section?
Definitely an understatement. There's so much competition that happens between sections because all of us strive to be our best. And
Blue section number 1.
No, it's over at the West.
Hey, low brass over here.
All right.
Do it
There you
then,
go.
Tubas are just
We have 11.
I like the tubas.
They're so
You're a
together.
senior, come over here.
I say the flutes are the
Senior meeting?
Senior.
Get over here.
I say the flutes are definitely the most competitive just because all of us, like, I can't speak for all the sections, but like being in the flute section, like there's so much that happens. It's like you miss like one note in a run and it's like, oh, you missed it, and it's like, haha. It's just very competitive, but it's very fun. Competition can be fun. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time it's fun.
All right. Well, welcome.
Hi.
Introduce yourself. Very
Hi.
loud and clear.
I'm Ellie. One of the seniors. I was just late to the party. I'm in the drum line. I am percussion captain this year.
Yay. All right. Well, really quick, what does band mean to you?
To me, it really, to me, it means family and striving to be the best you can be as a person and a musician, obviously. That's really like the short end of it for
Right.
me.
Well, let me ask all of you guys, what was the funniest thing that like is in your mind? Now I can think of one. I can think of one that happened maybe recently, but what was the
Want to
most?
share yours first?
No. This is
I think she has one.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go for it.
My funniest.
Of all the years.
Of all the years, okay. So last year I was part of the drum line. I was a bass drum, and a graduated member, Mason Patrick, did the one chip challenge at Peach State.
Passed away.
He
R.I.P.
proceeded to fall into the van trailer and pretty much pass out from how hot the chip was.
This was not an approved.
Nobody encouraged this by himself.
He did it himself.
Nobody but
Yeah,
drum
nobody
line
did.
encourages
This
behavior.
was
This was a drumline thing.
It was discouraged.
This was a Mason Patrick thing.
Chaperones had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, he was just in the trailer, but it was really funny.
We just heard a lot of liquid.
He threw up a couple times, so I remember that vividly.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I think that was the most, like, the funniest thing that happened out of my 4 years of band.
I think that definitely tops his shaving his eyebrows.
Yes.
That's really
For
good.
$10.
Most-
$10.
Most funny pictures are, like, funny things in band come from Mason Patrick. And most times strive from Mason Patrick.
Most of the time I'm proud to say I'm his sister. Sometimes not so much.
The funniest thing that happened in band, well, I mean, all of them involved Mason Patrick, so I feel like I need to branch out a little bit. I think the funniest thing that happened band camp, not band camp. I think it was just on the bus. Lucas and Landon bought these, what were they called?
Beyblades.
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 They bought Beyblades, and was this during the one where like it was a torrential downpour? Was that after?
That was
It was Golden Bridge.
It was Golden.
Golden Bridge.
Golden Bridge.
Yeah, Golden Bridge 2 years ago. We were all getting ready, and if you saw the front of the bus, it'd just be like everyone's standing there. But if you looked at the back of the
There
bus,
was money
everyone was
getting
sitting.
thrown on the-
We were gambling. Not really.
Yeah, we don't endorse that.
Just
However,
gambling.
however, there was donations,
We
which
weren't
also
gambling.
you can donate to.
Donations.
Lucas Gimazzano right here.
But it was like there were. I think it was like it was getting brutal.
Yeah.
Oh no! I remember I sat with Quincy, and Quincy started kicking me into like the
That's
ring.
Beyblades were being shot across the bus.
It got so bad that we were, one of the other seniors during that year was trying to make a speech that y'all were Beyblade battling in the back of the bus.
Oh,
Okay, all right. We have one more question here on a favorite trip of all the years. And this can count middle school, whether it's Dollywood or Six Flags or even the big trips. Favorite trip, maybe because there was something happened there, or
well, I think like Savannah was cool in 8th grade, but like nothing tops our Orlando trip. Like I remember we rode like every roller coaster imaginable. Landon, stop dancing. We rode like every roller coaster, and it was just like you could really just do whatever you wanted to. Also, we had like some like phenomenal chaperones. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And like it was also like not even like that expensive. And we bought this guy's, his father, a phenomenal shirt. It's like Homer Simpson with like a donut that says Sugar Daddy. It's like literally the best thing ever. What
We all
about you?
pitched in.
Oh, you're
Don't like it up.
Once again, Orlando trip was the best band trip I've ever been on. It's hard to top Orlando. Universal Studios is like hanging out with friends, doing fun stuff, and messing with my dad.
Orlando trip, once again. Mr. Parrish was our chaperone, and we'd be waiting in line for like all of the roller coasters, and he'd come in with either a snack or something.
Always
And
had a snack.
Always.
He was our sugar daddy.
The pretzels went crazy.
But no, it was really fun, and I also have a funny story because Hannah Stalker, wherever she's at, our drum major this year, we were in our hotel, and there was a little bit of an accident with a plastic cup and a stove. You were also in that room. But no, Orlando was probably the most fun I've ever had, ever. Yeah.
Backstory on the story of Hannah, she tried to cook ramen noodles on a stove with a plastic.
Oh, she's walking in now.
I did not know about this until now.
She's in here now with a plastic. Can't think of the word.
I swear, I have no idea.
So
This is
plastic.
the first time I've heard that.
Let's just say you
The
can
thing that you
smell.
boil water in. She tried to boil it in plastic.
No, go back.
But Orlando definitely was the best trip that we've had with the band. In my opinion, my second one is probably our covered bridge competition when we won grand champs in our division.
Oh, yeah.
The bus ride there was fun. The whole competition was fun. Winning was awesome. Bus ride back wasn't as comfortable as I had hoped. But, you know, everyone had a ton of fun. So I think that was pretty awesome. But Orlando definitely tops that. But that comes in.
All right.
I've only been on one man trip, so Orlando is definitely my favorite. The farthest I've been other than that was Lake Winnie, so Orlando definitely tops
Support the
it.
locals.
But I have to say that cover bridge couldn't have been comfortable with you. Your hip was slightly out of place the entire way back. It was great.
Well, seniors, thank you. Thank you for representing our band. Thank you for representing Gordon Lee. You guys have done a great job. Do you have, no, yeah, please.
My favorite was probably the Orlando trip.
Change it up.
Okay, you know what? New Orleans. New Orleans. I'm gonna mention New Orleans. New Orleans was also a great trip. I remember it was my first trip. I remember that the people like on the line of the parade when you were marching, they would just like walk in front of you. I remember there was one woman, she dropped a cup in front of like the trombone line, and then she went over to pick it up while we were marching towards her. And the bravery on that woman is
Unmatched.
unmatched. Honestly, she needs to like do something with that bravery.
Take it somewhere higher.
And I had some of the best jambalaya in my life in a mall, so
There you go. Go to the mall.
and it was just like really fun. But Universal was also awesome because the bus ride there was really fun because me and a lot of people here went to go to a midnight release of a video game
Oh, no.
the day before we were supposed to leave at 6 o'clock.
That happened.
And I didn't get any sleep.
Yeah, if you want to donate, hey, my name's Sadie Patrick.
Band instead of Lucas's gaming addiction.
And so.
Who said that?
But it was a wonderful experience because it was like everyone who I was friends with on a bus going to somewhere that like you hear about in like sentences, but you're just like that'd be so much fun to go there, and you're just going there. That's awesome.
Once again, Friend Central, marching band. You guys make
Stay
friends.
united, guys.
Stay united. All right.
Stay united.
Seniors, thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you guys.
Quick 24!
We have a few seconds here. Just want to give you an update. Thank you for supporting our band. We are now up to $8,300. So we've got what, about $400 increase just over the last few minutes. Thank you so much. Let's say it. Hey, let's make it a 9,000. even 9,000. And just hey, $1, $2. Find some people on the website that don't have much donations, and let's get 100% participation for all of our band members, because all of them have worked so hard and they're all learning to be a great team, work hard together, and thank you so much as you're going to pan away from my face. Please. Now.
One, two, one, two. Five songs? Pretty fun? Yeah, they don't know pretty fun. Hey, you guys do the horse. We don't have percussion. We don't have percussion.
You can't do the horse?
We got one. We can do it. We can do the horse. Who knows pretty fun? It's okay, ESPN. Yeah.
Why not? The two
Yes, we don't have big love either.
So? We can just start right at the do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's short. We do short.
Pretty fun short. Okay, Tony. Miniature. One it up. Okay, the horn short. Horn short. One, two, one, two, play. One more.
So we don't.
One, two, 1, 2, ready, play.
All rookies have a seat. Current standings. All right. All right. Current standings. It's my understanding that the clarinets are winning by $5. And then the trombone, tuba, baritone section, the alto and tenor sax, the front ensemble, trumpets and drum line, and the rest are taken up back into the line. But you have an opportunity to help those other sections beat, which is the section that's leading right now, which is the clarinets and the trombones. All right. Welcome, rookies.
Hola.
Hola. How are you guys?
I'm good. I'm
Yeah?
Hyper.
Hyper?
I'm a
Good.
rookie.
You're a rookie.
I'm just here.
You're just here. But being here is like what?
Being
Fun? Good.
Chaotic.
What? Hypnotic?
Chaotic.
Oh, I was chaotic.
That's
like
a fun
that.
word.
Yeah. All right. All right. Here's my key card, question card. All right. Well, listen. Apple, do you have a question for our rookies?
Yes. What was it that made you want to join music and join the band?
It's a great question. Make sure you have your mic because this works.
This is real?
Yes, this is
I
real.
thought it was styrofoam.
Nope. Speak loudly too, please.
I like to listen to music, and so I figured it would be a good idea to start playing music for my own. And then I joined band, and I made marching band, and I figured that we would get to do a lot of extra stuff, so I joined marching band.
That makes sense.
Now I'm here.
Now you're here. All right. Anybody else?
My mom was in marching band, so she inspired me to try the marching band. It was just really fun.
I know a parent or two that did the same thing to their kids. Now, did she inspire you, or did she say, like, no, you kind of need to do this?
Inspire.
Oh, good mom, right
Yes.
there. All right. What about you guys? Any thoughts?
I got some.
Yep. Pass the mic. Boom.
Hi. So, all throughout my family, everybody just played marching band, and especially trumpet. So, also dreaming of being here and playing trumpet almost my entire life, as far as I can think. I just always just wanted to do it,
That's awesome.
and I finally got the motivation.
Good. And did you just start playing trumpet this year?
Last year.
Last year. Okay, great.
My dad did band and marching band for a while, and he told me it was fun, so I just decided to do what he did, and it was fun.
It is fun. All right. All right. You're the last one. You don't have to answer the question. Okay. She's going for it.
I originally joined band so I could hang out with my friends more. And then I started to like it more and more, and I just wanted to start marching.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for answering that question. Let me ask you, how do you guys like Mr. Goody?
Oh,
He has a lot of voice here.
He has a lot of
It's
voice
funny,
cracks.
yeah.
He's funny. How often does his voice crack?
a lot.
A lot.
A
A lot. That's great. That's great. You
So with Mr. Goody,
gotta speak up real loud.
So with Mr. Goody, it's actually it's pretty good, pretty fun. Except the voice cracks, which are kind of pretty funny. Yeah, just saying.
All right.
Take the mic.
When I see him most of the time, he's standing. Like, during our class.
He never sits. He never sits down. All right. Yeah. Well, he's standing right now. Something's going on. I don't know. Tell me about your first. This was your first year at band camp. So tell me a little bit about that. What did you think about it? Yes, Paxton. Pass the mic to Paxton.
Band camp was a lot to take in. At one point we had 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and that was 12 hours. That's apparently more than the average American works. So that was a lot. But it was really fun to get to know everybody and to start learning how to march and getting all of our show music.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. You seem like you have something you want to say. Oh, careful. No, okay.
Don't break the real mic.
It was exciting, it was fun, and sometimes really tiring.
Yeah.
Because we've been out there almost all day.
Right.
But I did like it. It was fun.
All right. Did you guys remember to bring your sunscreen?
Sometimes.
No.
Wait, what's sunscreen?
Wet sunscreen. Right. What's been your most your favorite moment, most memorable moment of band so far?
Probably our first show that we actually marched.
The first show you marched. Okay.
Probably the first home game.
First home game. What about the first home game that was like
We marched like a show on our own.
doing the show? Okay, doing the show. All right.
Same thing for me. I like the first home game, and we were just having a blast in the stands and on the field, and yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun in the stands, right? Yes, pass the mic.
I need the very real microphone to speak. So probably our first ever game because everybody kept telling me my plume was backwards, and somebody said it right before our show, and I was really freaking out because it was right before we were about to do the show, and it said, "No, don't move where you said." And so I was freaking out the whole time. But
Was your plume on backwards?
yes. What do you think?
Good answer. Good answer.
For me, it was also probably our first show because it's a lot of stress and pressure. But in the end, it's cool.
But in the end, it was cool. That's awesome.
Also, I have a second.
Oh, sorry.
First time Goody ever voice cracked. Hilarious thing I've ever heard.
First time Goody's voice cracked. That was great.
Just made by Eddie.
All right. Well, we're going a little long, but I want to ask you one last question. Tell me about learning for your first time playing and then having to do these steps and trying to remember to count how many steps, and then you're spinning. Tell me, like, that's confusing to me. I couldn't do it. So tell me about that. The first time, yeah.
Kind of stressful, but at the same time, I knew that if I messed up, it would be fine because it would be my first time marching.
Yeah.
Like, actually in front of people. So I knew that everybody wouldn't get mad at me.
That's good.
It was a lot to take in at first, counting, visuals, marching, remembering all of your music. It was a lot, but now I've learned to kind of handle it and just take it all in and how to manage all of it at once. So it's a lot easier now than it used to be.
That's great. Anybody else?
For me, first time we ever did like a really sharp turn, I almost fell down. My shoe came off. Almost broke my ankle. And yeah, it was a roller coaster and a half.
You've definitely come a long way.
Oh.
It was kind of hard and confusing, but after we do it multiple times over and over again, it kind of gets easy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll warn you. I've seen a kid march right out of his shoe because his foot got stuck in the mud on the field, and his shoe just stayed there. He just came right out of it and just kept on going.
Well, that is fantastic.
That's fantastic. All right. You know, I'm speaking to you guys in the audience now. I've overheard, I don't know how true it is, and I don't want to pump their heads up, but I've heard that this group of rookies has been one of the best. And I even got kids that I could, go ahead, give them a hand.
Make our life easy.
And with that note, let me just remind you, Lucas Pisano still needs donations. But also, your donations are going to help these guys next year as well. So please make sure you continue to add donations. We have, I don't know how, what's our latest update? Thank you guys. You might do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Our current numbers are at 8,742. I made the challenge of 9,000, so we are really close. Let's just, what is that? Just a few of you just throw in a few more dollars there, $2, $5. And let's get that up to an even 1,000, 9,000. All right. Thank you guys. And look at that. I think Lucas may have gotten a $1 donation, so that's exciting. We're now up to 60% participation for our donation. So I want to thank you for that and those individuals who need donations. Just a second.
Ready, number one. One, two, ready, play.
I'm not ready yet. Okay. Welcome back. We are now with our drum majors. Right? Is that the right word?
Yes.
Yes? Not gonna, okay.
I'm Hannah.
Yes, introduce yourself. Very
I'm
loudly.
Nora. I'm Hannah.
And tell me, because you've always been a drum major, right?
No.
Oh, in my head.
Oh. This is
Yeah,
our first year.
I
First year.
can attest that Hannah has been drum majoring, even
Okay.
at least at home, for years.
It's like 7th grade.
7th grade. All right. And Nora, when did you first desire to be a drum major?
Probably my freshman year.
Freshman?
I really started like watching the drum majors and working copying what our drum majors in the past have done. Yeah. Then junior year I decided to go after it.
Yeah.
Yes. Me too.
So, and you're both juniors,
Yes.
right? So we get exciting. We have them next year, right?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We
'Cause-
get to try out every year.
Okay, so a part of the competition, a part of learning and being a part of band, a part of the band family is always, right, pursuing excellence, right? Because whether you're going to be a section leader or a drum major, you have to try out every year, right?
Yes.
So this teaches us all a lot of good life lessons. I think both our rookies and our other seniors have mentioned other great things about life lessons. And so trying out, what was that like?
Well, I started working with our instructor after Peach Day. It was like 2 weeks after our last competition. I was working on auditions, which was in April. And it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of practice and
You're looking for the right word.
yeah. It's a lot of self-discipline.
Right.
It's what it takes a lot. And sticking with it.
For me, so I probably told you this many times, but I actually started learning I knew I wanted to do it from the get-go, but I never had the time for it from work, from all the honor bands I do. I had 3 last year, but I had back-to-back weekends. But I started in February. And I learned my whole routine in 3 hours from someone that got lessons from the head drum major at Jacksonville State in Alabama.
which is where I want to go. But it got very stressful. But I put in the hard work. Then Jay would also give me some tips and stuff, and I just.
Who's Jay?
Jay is our drum major instructor.
I got you.
He
Okay.
helps us. He comes to pretty much every practice, every game.
I'm gonna.
Bless you.
So sorry. All right. Sorry about that, guys. That's what it is. Okay. All right. Great. That's awesome. Jay is great. And now, since you just started drum majing this year, so what did you do last year? What did you play?
I played saxophone, and I've been playing saxophone since 6th grade.
6th grade.
And I started marching saxophone as a 7th grader.
Okay.
I marched piccolo my freshman and sophomore year. Before that, I marched flute, and I've been playing flute since 6th grade.
Okay. So what's better, flute or saxophone?
Flute.
I don't know about that.
I think it's very much so prettier.
All right. Moving on. All right. So we don't want the drum majors to be at 9,000. Have we made it?
We're at 9.
Folks, we are at my voice cracked. We're at $9,047. Thank you, folks, for donating. Can we make it 91? So that's just $63 more. Or actually, anyways. All right, right? Make it 63. So, Adam?
This one question, I guess, is really for Hannah, but Nora, you can answer too. One of my first competitions in band was actually in Peach State when I was in band in '92. So, what's it been like being at Peach State and that being a tradition for you as well?
For it being a tradition, I'm always going to expect Peach State. No ifs, ands, or buts. We got to do Peach State. We have a blast. We call it our Pride Week. Honestly, I don't remember what each letter stands for, but I know P stands for preparation, and we prepare so hard for Peach State. It's the most important competition for us. It means the most to us. I've literally cried at Peach State. Pretty much everybody has, but overall, it's just a really fun experience, and it's cool that our band is the only band to be there for all 50 years, and me and Nora, we get to take the 50-year award on the 50, so it'll be great to just have it be handed to me, so it's an honor.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't get to march Peach Day my rookie year because it got canceled.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think my first time marching Peach Day was either my 8th grade or freshman year. I don't really remember. But it's just amazing just to be able to be a part of the tradition going into Peach Day. And it's like an unexplainable experience, really. Just being there, being with the band it's so great.
That's great. Is there one piece of advice that you would give to others who are interested in drum majors, in doing drum major, or one thing that really stuck out to you, like, oh, it was kind of a light bulb moment, something unique about being a drum major that you would like to share with parents and maybe even 5th and 6th graders who are looking at joining band one day?
I think a very important thing is to have a strong will, because you're not really prepared for the hard work and stress that gets put on you. I remember going into it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be so fun, I'm going to be in charge, oh my gosh. And then I was like, I really have to get serious and put in the work and take on the leadership role, because I've never been in had a leadership position until this year. So just that realization of being in charge really changed my whole aspect. And you just have to work hard and stick with it and show that you care and show that you want to do it.
But in the end, it's all worth it.
Oh my gosh, it's so worth it. Going through a performance, not missing a cue, not missing anything, staying on tempo. Oh, it's the best.
And the stress wasn't so much that you couldn't overcome.
Yeah, no. It was
Right.
always something like I've had, like our instructor, Hannah, other band members have always been there to be like, it's okay, like you're still learning, like this is like your first year, it's gonna get better, you're gonna get through this, like it's no need to worry. So.
For me, I was very stressed out. As most of people know, I work at Chick-fil-A. It got to a moment where I was so stressed out, you know. Yeah, it's on the board.
They deliver on the Chick-fil-A app.
Yes,
Get it.
yes. I'll be a sponsor real quick. Yes,
And
download
donate
the
to the
app.
Donate.
Yes,
And
and
Yeah. Go ahead.
But it was very stressful for me to vote, and I felt like I could do anything. I realized I couldn't, and people have made me realize that. They're like, they made me realize I'm the type of person that don't really like to have help. I'm like, at band practice, people ask me like, do you want help putting your stand up, or like my drum major stand? I'm like, no, like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always
Not
have to
you.
put my stand
You
up.
know.
I am a person. I like to do everything by myself. I try not to ask for help. And same thing at work when it got to the point where I was like, I can't do this. I can't do both at the same time. I need to rest. So take your time on things. Don't just try to go right into it. I learned that the hard way. Ask for help. Huh?
Band camp.
All right.
Yes.
So I think you've had an opportunity to hear from kids throughout our band about all these life lessons. They've spoken very well about their experiences. They've spoken about working together and learning to just overcome the whatever the challenge is in front of you. Something that both of you said that kind of made me want to ask one more question. What does it mean to you to take advice?
Well, personally, I know I don't take constructive criticism well, which was a thing I had to overcome very quickly. Going into band camp was something else. But being able to just accept advice from people that you know have been doing what you're doing for a very long time and like know what they're talking about is a big thing, because I wouldn't have been able to fix my form and fix how I do things without accepting advice.
Hannah?
For me, I think advice is very important because it helps you learn more. It makes you realize, oh, hey, wait, maybe I really should try this way. And if it works this way, or if it doesn't work this way, you can ask more people for advice. But it's always good to have that advice because, you know, it's just pretty much what Nora said. I mean, she pretty much summed it up, but it was, we really had to take the criticism the day one of band camp because there were some moments.
There were some tough moments. But we got over it.
We shed some tears.
We overcame it.
We
We
did.
moved on.
Tears never happen in band, right?
No.
Oh, no.
I don't cry.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay, tears is a pretty common thing, but
It's all in the goodness of everyone's heart.
Yes.
right, okay.
And when people tell you you can do something, you can do anything. That's the biggest advice, really, for anyone. I mean, I'm going to quote scripture real quick, Philippians 4:13. It says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. That is the biggest advice for anyone because you need to look ahead. Don't look behind. Just stay forward. I mean, and it's just going to help you in the long run. It's going to be great. So.
All right. Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you guys, and thank you for leading our band. So I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And
Thank you for all
look
the
at that.
donations.
93, 47.
Thank you guys so much.
We're gonna, yes, thank you. Everybody's talking. Folks, you know, all these kids have wonderful stories. They have wonderful hearts. They have just personalities. It's just great. And so many great things about this band. But again, it's friend central. It's this place, they work together, they overcome their difficulties, they overcome their disagreements. And marching band itself is unique, a little bit different than concert band because they're working hard out there and you get to be part of the stands and all the excitement on the trips. So let me encourage you, if you haven't done marching band, let me encourage you to consider marching band next year. And we want you. And the concert band is coming up this spring, so we look forward to seeing you come to our concerts. Right, so we're going to transition a little bit. Thank you, drum majors. If you
Thank
put
you
your
for
mic.
having us.
Yeah,
Thank you. It's an
very
honor.
kind. Don't drop the mics.
Oh,
All
I
right.
hear some squeaking noise. Drop the mic. Boom!
All right. Let's see here. What time do we got? Give me folks, just give me 2 seconds here, and we're going to transition real quick. All right. All right. All right, folks, we're going to come close to the end of our evening. Thank you for sticking with us for so long. We're going to finish our evening with the Alma Mater, and, oh, please don't hand to my face. We're going to finish with the Alma Mater, one last interview with our color guard, and, okay. And we will sign off and end the evening. So just a few more minutes, hopefully, and we'll be done. Thank you so much for your participation, and here is our band. No, but you guys can stick around. Oh, hey! All right. Please, let's continue with those donations, please, for our band. These are two of our color guard members, and you guys have a special something you want to say?
Hey, Joanna!
That's great. That's great. Well, what? Now, you guys have always done color guard since birth, right?
No.
No? No? Like, tell me, what is color guard?
Color guard is the flags.
The flags.
The pretty flags.
Like, okay.
In the band.
Oh.
Band color guard, not military. Color guard.
Okay.
Pretty. Yeah.
Pretty flags. Okay. All right. And what made you say, oh, I want to do color guard?
I joined color guard summer of 6th grade, and my mom did color guard.
Oh, okay.
And that kind of inspired me to do color guard, and now I love it.
Well, I saw the pretty color guard members and the pretty flags and all that stuff, and I was like, I'm in, guys. And then, so in 6th grade, I didn't make it, and I was a trumpet in the marching band last year.
I remember.
But this year, I made it, so.
Awesome. Now, so you play trumpet,
I do play trumpet.
and do you play an instrument?
I play flute and concert band.
Flute and concert band. So trumpet's better, right?
Yep.
Oh!
Yes. I have a lot of friends. A lot of friends are trumpets. I don't play flute very well, so. But there are people who play flute very great, and I love them. Sadie's the best flute, and so is Hannah.
See, and once again, Friends
Love you,
Central,
Sadie.
supporting one another. This is great. All right. So, what was the most difficult thing that you had to deal with color guard? Because I'm telling you, some people go, oh, that's just they're just walking around, they flipping it. Tell me about the difficulty here with color guard.
Throwing your tosses, like, it took me a while to learn my 45, which is a toss over your head, and that took me a while, and tosses are always the hardest thing with color guard for me.
Honestly, not gonna lie, tosses were never that really hard for me. I already have all of them in the showdown. And, but the hardest thing was definitely like getting used to it because I've done a year of marching and now I'm doing a year of color guard and it's way different. Like the marching style, what you're doing, your attention, everything is like different. So it was really hard for me to adjust to that. Like,
what was it like for the first time you had to like cut right through the marching line? Do you have any of those moments?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, I did, and then Mr. Goody took it out because I kept scaring people.
Look for that in the show.
Yes.
No, it wasn't even, it was in 4th number with the paintbrushes that looked like paddles. And so we went, I had to cut through low grass, like all of low grass, and had to go in the middle of them. And I had to like cut back, and Lucas was coming back, and everyone was just walking back, and I was like, oh, what do I do, and what do I do? And so I just had to like do something, make my way over to that spot, and just worked. Because I had to toss at that exact same moment, so I was terrified, and especially this one kid asked me, he just really come at me, and I was like, oh.
We tried to make sure that rookies of color guard don't be the ones near the band. We try to let vets do it more since they're more experienced. So we were trying to make it easier on her.
Yeah, me and Kaylee, because me and Kaylee both had to go in the middle, because we were both on the ends.
Yeah.
So.
And Kaylee's first year? Yes, as well. Right.
Kaylee's last year was also a flute.
Oh, okay.
So we're kind of,
It's a nice
Third
year.
Okay. Third year, first year, okay. And are you looking at sticking with color guard?
Yes, until my senior.
Yeah? Okay, great. And now, tell me something that I might not know about color guard. Tell them something that they might not. Yeah, all the little babies you see them in there, they're inside.
Okay. Girl, they're taking a lot of pictures of us right now. Okay, one thing is our band just learned this year is jazz running, which is everybody's favorite thing.
Definitely.
Jazz running.
We call it the duck waddle because it's very funny.
No, it looks like a peacock. It's like.
But they all learned how to jazz run to that. I mean, at band camp, and it was very funny to watch.
Yeah, because they were all doing it wrong and they weren't doing it properly.
It was
But
funny to watch.
So, but you guys already knew how to do that?
yeah, we already
you're
talked the
right,
first
yeah.
day actually
So-
how to do that.
Those marching people, oh, you know, right? Like, you guys had that down.
What I thought was everyone thinks drop stones are a lot easier than they look. And they are easy, but like for someone that's not in color guard, it looks so bad. Like when they do it, they're all like,
Yeah.
like,
All right.
yeah.
So, one last question. Have you ever hit yourself with your flag?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Tons of
Oh yeah.
times.
Tons of times?
First
Like-
45,
Ouch.
One
to the head.
I can say that in my past 2 years of color guard, 2 girls have gotten like a concussion from it, which is not bad. They hit themselves, and it was very funny because they were laughing. So when you hit yourself, you don't be like, "Ow, that hurts." You just laugh the whole entire time because you're kind of used to it. So.
Yeah, you are kind of used to it. Like when the first time I hit myself in the head, I kind of like cried a little bit. Maybe.
Right, right.
Can I ask you a question?
Oh, she wants to ask me a question.
Yes.
All right.
Ready?
I'm not ready, but go ahead.
Would y'all ever join color guard?
Ooh, good question.
I know how some people would answer for me. I know how someone would answer for me. Yeah, I don't know if I should answer that.
Would you?
I wouldn't join color guard, but telling on myself a little bit, a fundraiser we did in high school was called a Womanless Beauty Pageant. I don't know if anyone ever recalls any of those, but I did color guard as my routine.
They had one of those on the cruise ship that I went on. So.
Yes. Is it fun?
I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you so much for participating and for coming. Thank you guys for coming as well. I'm going to refresh that page real quick. We're at $9,857. Thank you so much. We are so close to basically being 1/3 of the overall goal, which would really help us in the years to come as we look towards in the next 3-4 years. We look at replacing our marching uniforms, which are wearing out quickly, and we're making patches to them, our hats, our shakos. I didn't know what a shako was. I said, yeah, the hat. And they were like, the shako? And I was like, what is the shako? You know, I was thinking, shake? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so the hat and the plumes, you got to figure that out. And so we're at $9,857. This will continue to run throughout the night, so even as we sign off here in just a second, this fundraiser will continue to run until 11 o'clock and 59 minutes. So 11:59 p.m. tonight, the fundraiser will conclude. So please remember, you can still donate. There's still folks on there. What's our participation? All right, our participation is up to 60%, and we will have a few prizes for the top section, whether it's the color guard or the saxophone group section. We'll have a prize for that group, and we'll have a prize for the top 2 individuals. Maybe it might be Lucas Rosano if you donate to him. So it's kind of a running gag if you just tuned in now.
Hey, he
All right.
is winning. Low Brass is winning by $5 whole.
Low Brass is winning by $5. Vote for color guard.
Yeah, vote for color guard.
$1, $2, $5. All right. Thank you guys for coming. We're going to sign off now, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye, Joanne! Bye, Joanne!
Thank you.